Hey guys, my name is Bridget and today we are going to be talking about The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater, and I really enjoyed this book. It was a lot of fun to read, and this is actually our Bookish Thoughts and Feelings Book of the Month for May. So I read it really close to the live show because the live show, when I upload this, it's going to be tonight. And I'm filming this review on Saturday, and the live show is Sunday, June 7th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Daylight Savings Time, whatever you want to call it, the North Coast of America time on my channel. So it's going to be tonight at 7 o'clock. So if you have read this book, you guys should definitely come join us. It's going to be Sam from Empty Ink Pots, Peter from Platinum Smith, and I, and we're going to all be discussing how we felt about this book. And I'm super pumped for it. And before I get into actually talking about this book, I just wanted to let you guys know that, like yesterday, I hit 100 subscribers, and that is amazing. I can't thank you guys enough for everything that you've done. It's so much fun to make videos, and I love that you guys are watching them and commenting and talking with me about my feelings and your feelings about the books, because I love books so much, and it means a lot that you guys can talk about it with me, because that's awesome. But now we're going to be talking about my rating for The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. So for characters, I gave it an 18 out of 20 or 1 star. There was a huge cast of characters in this book. Like, there were so many characters that you had to remember throughout the whole thing. None of them were similar. Like, they all had their own quirks and their own ways of doing things and different ways of reacting to certain events happening that were all different. So none of the characters were similar. Like, they might have had similar attributes, but that's just like going to happen. Like, if you've grown up around something, then you're going to react to it a certain way, and like all characters have sort of similarities sometimes, and that's how it was in this book. They were really fun to read about, but sometimes you got sort of confused about their descriptions and everything because there were so many of them that you had to know all of their descriptions. So when they're describing one character, you had to sort of think about it for a little bit, like, okay, it's this one. Plot, I gave a 16 out of 20 or 3/4 of a star. It was really intriguing from the beginning, and as you read more and more, you gained more and more information. It picked up really fast towards the end of the book, because you just started learning all this different stuff. It was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe all of this stuff is happening. Setting, I gave a 15 out of 20 or 3/4 of a star again. Some aspects of the setting were really well done, like the forest. That was fantastic. Like, you could clearly picture everything that was going on in the forest. Or like Man-Mouth Manufacturing, you could really picture that whole apartment building and how they lived in it, because it was described really well. However, at the same time, we didn't really see the town as a whole, and we just saw certain parts of the town, and then we didn't see Aglionby, if that's how you pronounce it, the school that they go to, and everyone talked about it. Like, Blue talked about it a tremendous amount, about how all these rich kids went there, and then all the Raven Boys, they talked about how they went there, and all the teachers and stuff, and they talked about how they skipped a lot of classes, but we didn't actually really see the school that often, which I didn't really like, because I really wanted to find out more about the school, because there are these rich kids going to this really prestigious school, but none of them seem to be going to school at all. And I feel like that happens a lot in like teenage literature or whatever, because it's like they don't even seem like they're going to school, but somehow they are doing fine in their classes. Like, writing, I gave an 18 out of 20 or 1 star. Maggie Stiefvater has a really unique way of writing that other people don't really have. She described certain things really well, and it was really interesting to see the conversations between the characters, to see how they reacted to each other. And then finally, enjoyment, I gave an 18 out of 20 or another star. In the beginning, it was a bit slow, but I was expecting that, because from what I've heard of this book, the beginning does start out slow, and so I was expecting that going into it, and I was prepared for that. So just be prepared if you want to pick this book up, that it is slow at the beginning, but it just keeps picking up as you get farther and farther. Like, after you make it past like a certain point, the story really starts to pick up, and you learn more and more stuff, and everything just starts happening really quickly. There was a ton of great world building in this book, and then towards the end, as I already said, it really picked up, and it got me really intrigued in what was going to happen next. So I cannot wait to pick up the next book. So overall, it got an 85% or 4.5 stars. And that was all I can really say without spoiling you guys. I really did enjoy it, and I cannot wait to talk about it with the guys in the live show tonight for you guys. And I hope you guys all join us to talk about it. But now I'm just going to talk a little bit about some stuff that I found happening at the end of the book that I just wanted to sort of discuss with you guys in this video. So if you haven't read this book, you should probably leave now. And if this sounds intriguing to you, then you should definitely go pick it up. And yeah, I'll see you guys later with another video, because I've got a ton of videos coming up for you guys. Okay, bye. Okay guys, there were just a couple things I want to talk with you guys about. They were mainly towards the end. Okay, so Ronan was like a sarcastic character, and he was really awesome at sometimes and really not awesome at others. And that's how his character is supposed to be. But I really liked this part at the end, because you sort of warm up to him as you go throughout the book. Towards the end, they're reburying Noah's bones, and he's like, "Well," said Ronan, "I hope he likes it. I've pulled a muscle." Gansey scoffed. "Doing what? You were standing watch." "Opening my hood." I was sort of laughing about that. And then I get to the next page, which happens to be the last page of the book. And they're going on, and there's Noah, and it's all happy. And then you get to the bottom. Ronan goes, "I guess now would be a good time to tell you," he said. "I took Chainsaw out of my dreams." What? That whole thing with Chainsaw, the raven, throughout the book, of him nurturing this raven, it seemed like a coincidence, but obviously it's not a coincidence because they're from Aglion, and their school emblem is a raven. So obviously it means something. But then at the end, he just goes, "Took Chainsaw out of my dreams." What? What? I read that line and I was like, I don't understand. You're not magical. You haven't shown any magical abilities. And then you took Chainsaw out of your dreams? What? This is always going to be explained in the next book, because it's the dream thieves, and if he took Chainsaw out of his dreams. So I'm just really confused about what's going on there with him. I really want to find out what happens next, but I can't actually start the next book right now, because I gotta wait for the live show. We can talk about it, so I'm not ahead of the game and know more stuff about it than the other guys. I want to find out what happens. Like, what's up with that? He took Chainsaw out of his dreams? What? No? What? I'm so confused. I want to know what's up with that. That is all I really wanted to talk with you guys about for this book. I really enjoyed it, and let me know down in the comments what you guys thought about it. What were your feelings? Who was your favorite character? I don't know, I really liked a lot of the characters. They all had their own cool parts and stuff. I will see you guys very soon with another video. So I will see you guys then. Bye!